Hey everybody, this is Maracuya and I'm going to introduce this podcast. It's called For God and Fitness, and actually my Instagram is also the same thing. It's just going to be For God and Fitness. I called it For God and Fitness because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm 5'5", and I'm going to tell you that my highest weight a few years ago was 297 pounds. So my lowest weight as an adult was probably in 2004, and I was 160 pounds. And I'm just going to kind of jump right into everything that's going on. So I was 160 pounds, and I was trying to join the Army. The reason I was trying to join the Army after high school was because I wanted my dad to be proud of me, and all my life, really my value kind of revolved around my weight in my parents' eyes, and I wanted to make my dad proud of me, so I really wanted to join the Army. Well, my recruiter at that time, he wanted me to get down to 155, and he even gave me tickets to go to a sauna and to lose weight, and I don't know, but my body just would not leave that 160. It was kind of crazy, actually. So I actually was not admitted to join the Army, even though I was in the delayed entry program. So at that point, after that, sometime I had 2 kids. I gained 30 pounds with each. I was very depressed. I was in an extremely unhealthy relationship with someone who did not let me go to school or work, or that's a whole nother thing, but I gained weight. I had an abdominoplasty. I always say that wrong. And brachioplasty, which is where they take fat and try to make your arms smaller, and also the same thing with your arms. With your abdomen. So I had a lot of stretched, skin and fat because of having the babies back to back. So I did that, and I thought maybe if I did that, my husband at that time would find me more attractive, and he would want to be with me and stop looking at other females and things like that. So another thing, I have a whole lot of insecurity. It 100% goes back to my childhood. I have a bunch of tragic childhood stories if you want to listen to them sometime that have to do with my weight and food. I'm sure I'll share it. And if you have any you want to share, also any success stories, any kind of stories, any failure stories, or any kind of traumatic stories that you want to share, again, you can send them at my Instagram on not Reformed Eve. That's actually a Christian podcast I have. So if you want to listen to a Christian podcast, it's Reformed Eve, REFORMED, EVE. But this one is For God and Fitness, just like that altogether. So anyways, right now, my weight is 280, but a few weeks ago it was 286. So as you see, I've kind of been in the 280s, I don't know, between 280 and 297. My goal weight is 180. It'd be nice to be back to 160. I would really love to do that. So I have over 100 pounds to lose. Sometimes it feels so overwhelming, and I think, man, how did I get to this point? Interestingly, I did some blood work the other day, and it turns out that I have everything good except my cholesterol was kind of high. It was 112, I think. And then something called C-reactive protein, which is a marker, or a heart marker, a cardiac marker for inflammation. So I think that might have to do with being overweight, or I should be honest, obese, or maybe just the cholesterol. But either way, I tried to take control of my health in February. So this is what I did. I signed up for 2 of those things you probably see on Instagram. One of them is called Calibrate. The other one's called Noom. And so far I'm liking Noom better than Calibrate. I'm going to have to review those a little more in depth sometime. Just because in case you're thinking about using Noom or Calibrate, Or like if you have any questions about those, let me know. I'm kind of like a month into each right now, and I kind of wanted to see how they are. So there's like a few challenges, a few weird things about each, but so far I lost 6 pounds. We'll see how that goes. I did notice that I do have to change a lot of things about the psychology of how I eat. And the kind of eating I do, like grazing. I like to graze like a cow. I do like grazing. I don't know about the whole like big meals thing. So anyways, that's something we're going to also talk about. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your lifestyle, your goals, your weight journey. I want to hear like if you lost weight, if you gained weight, how you feel about yourself, how others made you feel. I can tell you right now, I'm going to tell you a little Christmas story called the Santa Vintage Can. This is a true story. So, a long time ago, we lived in Germany. And for Christmas, my dad, he gave me like a vintage Santa like tin can. And it was filled with peppermint. And I was so excited because it was a really beautiful can, like tin thing. Kind of like where those like really popular Christmas cookies come in, you know, with like the ones that moms use for sewing supplies. You know which ones I'm talking about. Anyways, it was kind of like that, and red with stripes, and Santa Claus looking all jolly and stuff. So once when I went to try to get one of the mints, they were like all completely gone. I thought maybe my brother did it, but he didn't. So when I asked my parents about it, and I was around 10 years old at the time, they were like, oh no, we removed them because you're too fat to eat those. I was like, okay. So I just got like a tin box for Christmas or my birthday or whatever. And I'm saying that because they're around the same time. So it was one of those things where like combined presents or whatever. So, but yeah, also another thing about my past, my mom always forced us to eat everything on her plate, but especially me. My brother was kind of more protected, I guess you could say. Maybe he was like the favorite, but because he had a condition called pectus excavatum, where like your chest concaves inward. So he was more like babied, I guess you could say. But I was forced to eat everything on my plate because, quote, the kids in Somalia are dying, unquote. So somehow, me not eating all my food when I was full had something to do with kids around the world dying. And I, as a kid, I just couldn't really make the connection. But I remember I had this weird problem where like I would sneak food in the back of the television, and I would keep all the wrappers and soda cans. Like I really snuck food and soda, and I don't know why. I guess I felt ashamed to eat in front of my parents or my family. So I would hide to eat, and sometimes I even still kind of feel that way. I can tell you right now that my parents are not proud of me, that they are embarrassed of my weight. I'm originally from Panama, and I went to Panama maybe 2 years ago to visit my family. And one of the biggest reasons I haven't really seen them that much, and the last time before this was in 1998, is because every time I see them, all they want to do is talk about my weight. Like, one of my uncles, he was like, when he saw me, he said, oh my God, you're huge, like that. And then like one of my aunts, she was like, you know, if you lost weight, you'd be like a lot prettier, more guys would like you, you'd be more attractive. She's like, I lost weight and look at me. And then she has like a husband that comes in and out, who has another family and other kids, and he only comes by like once in a while. So I was thinking, okay. So then I started making these connections, like people, and just like putting the value of a person who's obese on their fat content. So when we say things like I am fat, like am I literally fat? I'm actually mostly water, I guess, if you scientifically speaking. But fat, I can say I have fat or I have extra fat. But I can't really honestly say I am fat because I'm just not a big piece of fat. I have brains and all this stuff, right? So little things too, like I have a friend at work, and we were talking about like swimsuits, and she mentioned something like, oh, fat people can't wear swimsuits, which is a lie because I have been fat on the beach wearing a swimsuit. So yes, fat people can wear swimsuits. Whether or not they should, who knows? Yes, I believe so. Summer body, what's a summer body? Put a freaking bathing suit on and go sit by the waves on the soft, warm sand, and you just wore a bathing suit to the beach. Yeah, if people want to look, they can. If they don't, cool. But I decided I wanted to go to the beach and wear a bathing suit. And actually last year I wore a 2-piece bathing suit. And it was somewhat uncomfortable because I don't like my midsection. I feel like because of the abdominoplasty, I think there was one side that they kind of messed up or botched. I don't know. But anyways, I kind of regret the brachioplasty because it didn't really do anything. My arms still look the same. And the scars are very big and quite ugly. But I don't really care about the scars too much. I just really don't. But yeah, so I just wanted to introduce you a little bit to myself and what For God and Fitness is about. I'm also going to integrate like God and the Bible and Jesus and spirituality with our fitness journey. So let me know what you're working on. Are you on Atkins? Are you on Weight Watchers? Are you doing keto? Are you starting out? Are you in the middle? Like, I want to know about you. So let me know. And if you want me to share anything on the program, I will. If you want to do like an interview with me, we can. I am so open to whatever you want to talk about fitness wise. And the good part is that this is exclusively for women, so we can feel safe, have a safe place. So that means that my Facebook, my Instagram at For God and Fitness is private. So just send me an invitation and just let me know a little bit about you, and then I'll add you. So anyways, God bless you. I do have to go to work, and I'm going to try to do some homework because right now I'm trying to do a master's of divinity for pastoral counseling. But yeah, God bless you guys or everybody, and have a great day. And I will talk to you later. Remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And you are beautiful, and you are a masterpiece. Amen.